Thanks for joining me. Whoa, what we got here is the Ring Doorbell Pro. What a game. Sorting all this stuff out. We've managed to get hold of the Ring Doorbell Pro in the Amazon Black Friday deals, so that's great stuff. We'll get it attached to our security system that we are building with the Ring cameras as well. So we've got Ring floodlight cameras and the doorbell. So I'll put a link in the description for the other videos. I've got the video on the cameras, fitting those, linking those up. We've got the video now today will be the doorbell. And then I've also got the Wi-Fi, the Aero system, the Wi-Fi mesh network to give you the full boosting power of the, to get the really strong Wi-Fi so that all this stuff actually blooming works. Because the last thing you want to do is have a breakdown in your system. So got videos on all of these things. This one is all about the bell. So enough chatting and talking. Let's get it open and see what we actually get inside. So let's pop the packet. This is hardwired. So if you've got an existing doorbell system with a wire there, it'll save you putting the wires through. If you haven't, then we can always put a wire through, which is what I've got to do. I'm going to have to feed a power wire in to get this sorted. So we slip the packet off there. Open the lid up here. We'll say hello to Ring. Hello, Ring. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, that little dinky thing. Look at that. That's a little dinky doodle. It's all very nice and compact. And then, God, is that it? Is that it? Is that all we get? Just this little thing here? Wowzers. Look at the size of that. That's a lot smaller than the normal Ring doorbells that you see, which is one reason I wanted to go for the Pro, because it's a much more, well, it's just a bit more aesthetically pleasing than a great big thing. What else do we get in here? We get a, what the heck is that? We get a fuse for the fuse box. What? What on earth we got there? And then also different covers for it. Okay, this is getting interesting. What the heck have we got here? This is very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, now this is intrigued me. I didn't know we were getting any of this stuff in here. So, then we get loads of different plug adapters for sockets, which obviously we're going to need the UK one. So that's for the chime. Okay. Doorbell bypass kit. Terminal wire. And we don't get the little wedge that I thought we might get with this. I thought we might get a wedge, but it doesn't seem to be. We get one of those. We get all those different heads there. So nothing else in the box. Right. Okay. Okay. Now this is interesting stuff. What the heck are we going to do with this sucker? Why have we got a? Well, I know what we're going to do with this bit. This is your little chimer. That's you clip that in there, and then stick that in the. That goes in there. You plug that in the wall, and that's your internal chimer. So you've got an extra ding donger. Okay, so essentially, after looking at the confusing transformer and the shape of it, you can fit this inside your consumer unit if you want to, inside your fuse box, if you've got a spare slot. If you haven't, we can just literally wire this up with a plug on the end of it. So you've got here on the back two holes, 5 and 6 according to the numbers on the front. So what we're going to do is put a live on the 5, neutral on the 6, and then that will then power out to the doorbell on the 2 outer pins, 1 and 4 on the top, 2 wires in there, out to the doorbell. Jobs are good. So this can fit nicely into a roof cavity if you've got space, or if you want to get it into your fuse box and wire it all the way through, that's also an option. But to be fair, if you're going in your fuse box, you really do need to be a qualified electrician which we're not, so we're just going to put some wires on the end of this, stick a plug on it and wire it into the socket, and then we'll come out the top. Yeah, so let's keep it nice and simple. Right then, let's get on with that. That is his doorbell. Happy days. Let's try and connect it all up, see how we go. So these have got a little screw in the bottom there to fasten it in, but we should be able to just peel and push this away and it should release from the back to allow us to screw it to the door. So let's have a little go. Oh, small clip there. Fiddler. There we go. And that's the outer cover away there. And you've got those different colours if you want to change it for a white one, which would be quite nice. There's the door's white. I managed to find myself a little piece of plastic trim there just to bring that out slightly. I've just cut it down. It'll fit nice. It'll just bring it over a little bit so it's not flush against the door, because I need a little angle to give us a better view of somebody standing in the doorway. You can get the wedges for this. Like I said, I thought you might get one in this pack, but you don't. They're just a little bit more posh. This piece of plastic trim I've got there, it's going to do the job. We'll just drill. Look at that wiggle on there. Look. We'll drill a hole through for the wire, straight through the door frame, into the porch there. I'll just try and make sure I avoid the metal bit that's sort of in the way, but we can get that through. Got about it's an 8mm drill bit, that one, just big enough for the wires to get the wires through. And we'll go right the way through both skins till they come through on the inside. Yeah, right. There we go. I think that's it. Beautiful. Now we've got this reel of wire. I'll put links in the description for all of the wire in the doorbell and everything, so you can get the right stuff. This is just that 3-core 0.75mm wire. We're going to strip the end off that, strip that back. We'll just pinch through the outer sheathing, peel that outer sheathing off, and then we only need 2 of these wires because it's not got an earth on it, this doorbell, because it's only running at low voltage. So we'll chop the earth off. We just need these 2 wires. We'll pull those back. You can either put terminals on the end of these, or you can just twist it and wrap it round, so you just can attach it to the back of the doorbell. There is a little wire in the kit if you want to use that as well. So it doesn't matter which way round they go. I'm just going to blob a bit of silicone on this piece of plastic trim just to hold it in place while I put the screws through. So a little blobber dobber on there of the old silicone, and then we'll stick this bit of plastic in there. And then we can screw the doorbell to the door and that piece of plastic, which will hold it all in place. I'm talking to myself again. Get a couple of screws with it. We'll just bop them through. They're nice and sharp, so I don't even need to do a pilot hole, they just go straight through. Lovely. Oops, don't drop it. Oh dear, good job there ain't a drain there, isn't there? Sorry about the chainsaw as well. Somebody across the road chopping a tree down, which is most annoying. But there you go. We'll just drill that. Yeah, look, screw that in, get it up nice and tight. Oh yeah, beautiful. Don't forget the film, otherwise your picture will be all blurry. God, I hate getting these films off. They're always fiddly, aren't they? Come on. That was the hardest bit of doing the old doorbell. Like I say, that, yeah, it is cream. It's a little bit off-white. I think the black one
would look best. Go and get the... Here it is. No, black. Go black.
I'm going to put a little screw in the bottom.
This little screw is a bit fiddly. You really have to press that casing on nice and hard to get that screw to go in. But there it is.
Nice.
Then we've got the transformer now. I'm inside. I'm going to put these wires through. I'm going to hide mine up in the roof cavity, but I'll run the wires down and put some put a plug on the end and pop it in the socket. So I've just stripped these wires back. I'm going to twist them up. We're going to go into the outside 2 terminals on this transformer. This is to the doorbell. So literally, doesn't matter which way round these go. You can do them either colour, either side. It doesn't matter. But we're going to just the outside 2 pins, and we'll nick them up. Yeah, get them up nice and tight. Oh, down a bit. There you go. And then on the other side, which is the 240 volt feed, we'll just get the strip wires again, shove them in the holes. Again, it doesn't matter which way round they go. There's no polarity on this really. It's a AC voltage. You can go either way with these. That's why there's no markings on the actual transformer itself. But there we go. There's the 2 wires screwed in there. I can hide that out of the way, and then we can wire a plug up for the other end.
We just got to trim that down and screw it into the plug. If you've never done one, it's quite a daunting task because you're thinking, well, 240 volts, you know, dangerous electrocution and all that. It's dead simple. It's really easy. Let's crack on. What we're going to do to start with is you need a 3-pin plug that's either you've got it off something else, or I'll put a link in the description to the Amazon shop. You can buy a blank 3-pin plug. We're just going to cut. No, we're not. We're just going to take the back off it. So there's a screw in the back there that we undo. And the top will come off. Now, 9 times out of 10, the screw will stay in there. Some of them, the screw will drop out, but most of them just have like a screw that will stay in the plug. So we've got the lid off. We've now got the plug. Let's bring you in closer. I want to wire up. I've just fitted some security cameras and I need to power up the security cameras. So I'm using this wire. I just need to put the plug on the end of it. This is a 3-core 0.75mm wire. So when you're faced with the plug, first thing you've got to do is just tally it up. Just mock it up to where you want it, because you want this wire to come in and go round in a nice neat pattern. So the earth wire is always the longest one. So we just need to make sure we're about right on the length, which is something. We'd rather go a little bit longer than to start off with. We've got plenty there, look, to work with. Slightly longer than where it needs to be. And we're going to peel the sheath back from where my finger is there. To do that, we just bend that over double, right where we want to peel it off, like that. We get a little pair of wire cutters and we just nip into the side of it, just gently, and it will just pierce the outer sheath on it. We bend it, look, you can just see it starting to go. Do the same, we turn it over and do the same the other side. Just gently nip away at it, so we don't want to go through to the core underneath. We just want to do the white outer. Like I say, a bit of a wiggly bend on it, and it should eventually let go, look. That little bit there. And then we can pull that apart. And pull the outer off, leaving us with us 3 cores of wire inside. Now we can slide them up inside the plug. We'll go up through the we can push those through from underneath, make that clamp looser. We can feed us new wire in to the plug. We want this outer sheath to be beyond the clamp, and that's where we're going to mock up from. So we just hold that like that. If we turn it around so that the neutral is on the left hand side, then positive's going to come that way, the neutral is going to come round that way, and then his earth is going to go up to the top. We just need to go slightly longer on every one because I want to double these up. So on that one there, if I just chop that back to about there, like so, this one coming round here, if I just chop that slightly longer again to about there, like that, and then on the live wire coming through, I'll just go slightly longer on that to about there, like that. So that's them all chopped off. We can now pull that through, and we'll just trim the ends off these now. So just one by one, taking about 10mm off of each one. We just work the outer sheath a little bit, pop it off. Again on that one, all about the same length. Work the outer sheath, pop it off. On that one, work the outer sheath, pop it off, and then we're going to twist each one, bend it over, double like that. That's one done. We'll do the earth, we'll twist that one up, bend it over, and then the live, we'll do the same with that one, twist it up, bend it over, and there we've got just 3 wires that are ready to go back into the plug. So we'll just get them closer for now. What we could do with the plug is push these feet or the legs back through if we want to a little bit to help us clamp it in, and just release them a little bit more just to make life easy when we're going back in again. Okay, right, so his new wire now is going to go straight up the rear end. Yeah, get it in. Come on, you, up you go. Something along those lines. Let's just tidy them up now, make sure that we're all nice and neat again. Like I say, I could take that clamp bolt right out if you wanted to, if it save a little bit of faffing, I suppose. Now then, let's get these back in again. Let's get them pointing the right direction to start with. So what we can do is spin, oops, I'm going off the camera there. We'll spin that one round, the neutral around there, we'll pop that into its holder there like that, and then do the clamp up. That's that one in. Pull that down a bit, and then I can do the same. We'll push the live one up, and I shall take that completely off of there. I'll take the fuse out completely there, and with that live wire now, I can push that up like that, making sure we're all nice and neat. Come here, fiddler. We can drop that onto there. Oh, need to undo it just a tiny bit more. We'll drop that through. Like that. And we can do that one up as well. Oh, it's gone all the way through, look. Oh dear, there we go. Let's get that just there like that. Move him out of the way, make sure he's all the way in where we want him, and then we'll do that one up. There we go, nearly there, just a little bit more. I'll just do that one fully in a minute. And then the earth wire is coming up and round, like I say, we can push that through again, And we'll pop Mr. Earth in its hole like that, and then push that down, and then do that one up as well. So that's that one up tight. Neutrals down and in tight, and then the live one, we can push those through. We can pop the fuse in to hold everything into place like that, and then we'll completely do that one up nicely as well. There we go. So the wires are all in nice and neatly. Now we just got to do this clamp bolt back up again. We'll make sure the wire's in the middle. We'll spin it over, and then we can do these back up again. Same either side. Just working them down. I can check again as well if we're about level, which it looks like we're in the middle, so we'll go for that. We won't go mad with it. Just nip them up. There we go, looking lovely. Everything's all nice, nothing's under tension. Got lots of slack all the way through there. It's lovely. And we can pop the top back on. Look at me with my unsteady hand. And we'll do that back up again. There it is. Completely finished.
So we go into the App Store. I've got the Eero Wi-Fi there. That was the last thing I did. If you've got poor Wi-Fi in your house and you're struggling with these cameras, you might need to get one of these Eero units. They are brilliant. But let's go to Ring, search Ring Doorbell, Ring Home in the App Store. There it is, look. So we'll click on Get and we'll download that to the phone. You can get this on PC as well, ring.com, and you can see all the business on your PC if you want to do it that way. It's not a problem. Here we go, there's the app. We'll open the app up now. It's downloaded to my phone. We want notifications because we want it to bing bong if it sees something or somebody presses the doorbell. So you just got to fill your details in. So what's your name? I'll bang my name, and I live in the UK, so that's all good. Email address, create your account. Then you can just fire straight back in, look. And now the app's up and running. So we need to set the device. We'll click on that in the app and it takes us through to the doorbell. It's looking for it. It's searching for the doorbell. We just need to now go into the settings. You go to your Wi-Fi settings on your phone. Look for, there it is, the Ring. You click on that. And that is now Wi-Fi in your phone to the doorbell. So now you can actually load the doorbell up with the information it needs to know. You've got to point it towards your Wi-Fi of your house. It tells the doorbell which Wi-Fi to link to, and that's what it does. It's just connecting now to the doorbell. It finds everything it wants to know, and congratulations, the setup is complete. It's linked to the house. So it's now attached to our Wi-Fi network. It's saying we can attach that base. We've already done that. It doesn't really matter. Now you get this flashing status light on the front of your doorbell. You just answer the question, do you want it to be accessed by anybody else? I'm quite happy to keep it with my own network, so that'll do. And then you click on that. Yeah, that should tell you about, do you want the lights to come on? Do you want to link it to another one of your Ring products within the house? If you've got something else, you can link the doorbell with the camera in the front garden, so that if somebody walks up towards the camera at the doorbell, the lights will come on, the security lights will come on. It's very, very clever. So there we go. We can now see all those cameras we've got in the house, including the doorbell. It's all in the group. We can click on the doorbell, takes us through to it. We can either have a live view by clicking on the icon at the front there, and there we go. Nice. That's a nice dark view actually, because that's pitch black outside. All you've got there is the street lights and the house lights, and you can see there the picture's good. You can pinch the screen and it will zoom in and out. Turn your camera or your phone sideways and it goes into a full screen view. You click on the little red phone on the bottom left hand corner and you can close the screen down. It's quite a fisheye. It is quite a fisheye camera view. You get really wide. Oh, that's the other thing, notifications. I've got somebody in the garden or something, the cat's in the garden or something. Those notifications do your head in. You can turn them down. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a little bit, it's lagging a bit there. but that did improve once the camera was up and running, and it got itself all linked in. We don't get any lag at all now. Again, back to the icon. You click on it, activating live view. Isn't that no? I mean, look at the quality of that is pretty damn good considering the size of it. It's tiny, isn't it? It's a tiny little doorbell, and you can get really good shots there. You can get good close-ups of people coming up to you, good close-ups of their faces. You can slide along this little motion time bar, which is a really quick way of just whizzing along and finding, if something happened in an event, you can just find who's there, click on it, and it'll take you straight to that point in time. You go back to the dashboard, you can go into your settings. Now you've got all of these settings on here. There's lots to choose from. You've got notifications, motion detection, motion sensitivity. You can go into motion sensitivity and you can actually drag the bar at the bottom. You see this darkened area? You can drag the little points to create a zone where you want the motion to be detected. To save it going off when everything's going past by cars driving by, you can just pull those bars down and it will just reduce the sensitivity in the zone. It's really, really good. You save your settings, back out to the main menu. You can obviously set it there to move just when it sees people rather than objects. It knows, it's clever. Advanced settings, motion schedule, you can alter timings on it to not come on at night and all sorts of crazy things. You can go into this big recent activity, and this is every camera within my sort of portfolio. You can click on any of those cameras at any point and it will take you through to that point in time where it's detected something going on. I try and get some live footage of things happening. What have we got going on here? I'm not too sure at the minute. We'll just scroll the top bar just to see. No, nothing going on there. A car went past. Oh well. Let's have a look for something else. Let's see if we can find the postman coming. It's just, there's a lot, all these when you have got more than one camera, this sort of schedule does build up pretty quick, and you do get a lot of events on there. Now who's this coming to the door? Who's this strange man? Looks like he's bearing gifts. Oh, out loud. Look, I can zoom in. Oh, that's a scary face, that one. Look at that. Look for that one on Crime Watch. Is there anybody in? That's the question. He's got presents. Come on, open the door.
He had to get up and get dressed.
No? I was already up.
There we go.
Waiting for me to be delivered.
Now, we have had great success with the postman coming round. You can usually say to him, oh, can you just drop the parcel in the porch? But you do get the odd one where they struggle. For whatever reason, they're just not quite willing to help you out. Let's have a look at this guy here. He's bringing some, actually looks like Amazon parcels. This will make you laugh.
Hello? Hello? Hi. Can you leave it in the porch?
Sorry?
Do you want to leave the parcel in the porch?
Parcel.
Yeah, take your earpiece out, mate. You might be able to hear what we're saying.
What did you...
I think he's got a bit of Def Leppard playing or something.
Amazon delivery free parcel.
Yeah, can you leave them in the porch?
Put him in the porch!
Can you leave
Oh
them in
my
the porch?
goodness me. I tell you what, I don't think he's going to get any bonus.
Tell you what, can you leave them with the neighbour? Number 37.
Sorry?
Can you leave them at number 37?
47?
Yeah,
Yes,
37.
Can you leave them there?
7, yeah?
Yeah, or,
Yes.
or leave them in the porch, because the door's open.
Okay.
Okay.
No, the door's open. Oh, for goodness sake, he's off to the neighbours. So, it works sometimes, other times if you can't help the postman.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. There you go. At least the neighbour's got the parcels and we got to go down the delivery depot to go and pick them up. Yeah, and he's left his van running, look, in the street with nobody in it. I don't know. He wants to keep it warm. But there you go. You can zoom with the camera, get a decent shot, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to go and get his parcels later. So back to the main menu, you can click into your other devices, and this is a really cracking app. It's brilliant. It works pretty much seamlessly. You can see all of your cameras you've got on the system, on the network there, easily scrolling between them. They're always updating. I've got it set to every 30 seconds, so you always get a snapshot every 30 seconds. Unless there's an event, then it will pick that up as well.
The great feature with the Ring cameras, it's all linked in with the Alexa. And so we've got these Echo devices dotted around the house. If anybody presses the doorbell now, it'll bing bong on one of these Alexas, and you can actually see who's at your front door. You can press the button and talk to somebody on there. It's pretty damn good. And also, if we give it the Alexa, show me front door.
Okay.
It actually takes you through to the front door camera on the screens. And we can do this for any of the cameras around the house. So we can also go, Alexa, stop. Alexa, show me garden camera.
Okay.
And there's the garden as well. Alexa, stop. So yeah, that's pretty much another real deciding feature that I went for the Ring cameras. The obviously the doorbell will ring to your phone, so if you're out and about, you can set that up with your phone, and it'll bing bong your phone. It'll ring you and tell you there's somebody at the door. You can get your parcels and tell them to put them in the porch or whatever. We are having to pay a subscription of 80 quid a year with the Ring cameras, so that goes for the Ring cameras and the doorbell. But the benefits of that are, if somebody does nick one, then you're covered. They will replace it as long as you're on the plan, and if there's anything goes wrong with one, they'll replace that as well. So you do get like a good warranty with it. It's a Ring protection scheme, which is again pretty damn good. And I do like the fact that we haven't got that DVR, that it's all in the cloud. It just makes life a lot easier. Alexa, show me front door.
Okay.
That says it all. These little Alexa units around the house, showing us what's going on at the front door, in the garden, showing us the cars. If ever you got any doubt and you want to see what's happening outside, they're brilliant. They're really, really good. It's seamless. It really is clever. I'm over the moon with it. I'm really, really pleased. It was easy to fit. It was easy to set up. What more can you say? I'll drop all the links in the description. Like I said, all the links for the cameras. I've just loaded the one for the Aero Mesh Wi-Fi. Again, sometimes we've got Virgin Media, and it's the Wi-Fi had got some blank pockets around the house, and it was never going to reach the bottom of the garden. So the Mesh Aero router really powered the Wi-Fi, and we can just go forever now. It's really, really powerful. So, and that's crystal clear. It's brilliant. So yeah, if it's been a use, if you've enjoyed the video, if you'd like to see me struggle and dropping a few nuts and bolts on the way fitting these cameras, then yeah, drop me a little thumbs up, like and subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching.